For years, the world saw perfection. A powerful man, a beautiful love story, a life that looked untouchable. But behind closed doors, things were very different. He remembers a night in 2010. The room was quiet, but the fear was overwhelming. He had just come back from a doctor's appointment, and for the first time, he couldn't pretend everything was okay. Because this time, it wasn't. The diagnosis was brutal, stage 4 cancer. And in that moment, everything changed. Fame meant nothing. Success meant nothing. The only thing that mattered was the people he loved, and the fear of leaving them behind. But what he rarely says is this: he wasn't just afraid of dying. He was afraid of what his pain would do to her. Because while he was fighting for his life, she was fighting her own battles. Their home became quieter. Not because love disappeared, but because both of them were overwhelmed in different ways. Some days, she sat beside him, holding his hand, telling him they would get through it. Other days, she couldn't even face it. And that's when he realized something that changed him forever. The real pain in a relationship isn't loud arguments or dramatic endings. It's the silence, when two people love each other but can't help each other anymore. But the truth is, their struggles didn't start with illness. They started long before. Distance, pressure, expectations. Two lives moving in different directions while the world believed they had it all. Phone calls became shorter. Doubts became louder. And slowly, they began drifting apart. So when illness came, it didn't create the cracks. It exposed them. Treatment took everything out of him. His strength faded. His voice changed. The man who once seemed unstoppable could barely stand. And still, she stayed. But staying didn't mean everything was okay. Because while his body was breaking, her emotional strength was being pushed to its limit. And in those quiet nights, lying in the same room, they were both suffering alone. That was the real breaking point. Not anger, not betrayal, just distance and silence. By 2013, he survived. But survival didn't fix everything, because the life he came back to felt different. And one night, without shouting, without drama, she made a decision. She packed a suitcase. No arguments. No blame. Just one simple truth: she needed space. And just like that, they separated. For the first time, he was completely alone. No cameras. No roles. No distractions. Just him, and the realization that maybe, just maybe, he had lost something he couldn't replace. So he did something he had never truly done before. He was honest. He reached out, not with promises, not with excuses, but with truth. And somehow, that was enough. Because months later, she came back. Not because everything was perfect, but because both of them were willing to try again. Now, looking back at 80, he finally understands what nearly destroyed them. It wasn't illness. It wasn't fame. It was silence. The things they didn't say. The pain they hid. The emotions they tried to carry alone. And maybe that's the real truth about love. It's not about never breaking. It's about choosing to come back, even after everything falls apart.